Do you have a need today that maybe God hasn't answered yet and you're wondering, God, where are you? What's wrong with your timing? Let's talk about it in your morning cup of inspiration. I think we've all been there. We all have needs. And God has promised in Philippians, where is it, 4:19, he said, I will supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. So he's promised to do it. But sometimes we get impatient or we don't see it, do we? I thought about back and I was reading in Joshua, and as the children of Israel came into the promised land, what happened? They'd been eating manna day after day after day. That's how God had provided and met their need as far as nutrition. But once they got in the promised land, it says in the 5th chapter of Joshua, as soon as they started eating food grown in the land, the manna stopped. So God always supplied their need, but he did it in different ways. Sometimes they didn't know where it was coming from. They were surprised when they got the manna. Then they started expecting that and were surprised when the manna stopped. And that's the way it may be in your life. Back in 1990, I was laid off from a ministry I was working for. I was in the middle of my MBA program in the last semester, so I took 2 months to finish that up, and then I began aggressively looking for another job. Within 2 months, I'd been hired at a church down here in Tampa, and that's why our family has been in Tampa. So for 4 months, I was out of work without a paycheck. Very interesting. Once we got settled in Tampa, 4 months into that process, I went back and looked at my bank accounts from the day I was laid off until that day when I started working again. And in that 4-month period, somehow my bank accounts had more money in them at the end of that 4 months. I can't explain it. I just know that God never fails. Whatever you're going through today, whatever you're waiting on today, hang on, because God can do the miracle. God can do whatever you need, and he's promised to meet your need. Maybe not in the way you think it should be done, but step back and let God work. Trust him, and he will perform a miracle for your life. Hang on to that today. Have faith and hope in it today. I believe it's going to happen for you. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.